Yo, 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 Audio Papacito, Matt, coming at you live. We got my buddy in the back here, or there, there he is. Um, so in this short video, I wanted to jump on and share a technique that's been really helpful for me to deal with overwhelm, which is something that I struggle with at times. And for any of you who have a brain like me, when you get overwhelmed, um, everything just kind of shuts down, and you're like, "Oh my god, I just want to stay in bed and hang out with Oreo and do nothing." Um, and so, I recently had that experience, and I wanted to share just a very simple technique and framework that I used to help me kind of snap out of that. So basically, the first thing that I have really come to love is thinking time. So thinking time is basically what it sounds like, but it's basically a time where I sit down with my computer, with my journal, and I ask myself a big question. Sometimes it's about business, sometimes it's about life. And I have a single intention and question, and I spend anywhere from 15 to sometimes 15 minutes up to an hour to really dive in and flesh out the answer to that question. And this single exercise is super, super powerful. So, specifically, this thinking session that I did was about the overwhelm and identifying, what are the things that I have been investing my energy into, my attention, and which of these things are actually increasing my energy, which of these things are draining my energy, right? So I wanted to create an awareness around this, and that's basically it. So there's basically three parts. The first part was to list everything out. So I started just by listing everything out here, right? And I got to about 37 things kind of came to mind initially, right? Um, and so just kind of dumping my brain onto the document here was super powerful and liberating, and just doing that alone is a really powerful practice. So that was the first thing I did, and that again is a really, really powerful thing to do. But then what I wanted to identify was basically audit my energy for each of the things that I mentioned, right? And so basically what I identified was that only about 27% of the things that I was spending my energy and my time and attention on was uplifting my energy. And then the majority of the things I was, kind of had in my brain was depleting my energy. And so basically what I did is I went through the list one by one. I put everything that uplifted my energy into this column, and then everything that depleted my energy into the second column. And again, the idea here is to create this sense of awareness and kind of awaken from the matrix of being busy and being overwhelmed and be like, all right, where's my energy? Where do I need to shift my attention? What tasks do I need to delegate, automate, outsource? And then which things do I want to double down on? And, you can see that this list is a lot longer. And so obviously I want to spend more of my time here. So that's the second part, is to just audit all of these things and place them into these two categories. Is this either uplifting my energy or is it depleting my energy, right? Then the third and final part is what I call the ADHD medicine, which stands for delete, automate, delegate, and do. So basically, the final step here is to once you've created this sense of awareness of, all right, this is everything that's going on in my brain, in my mind. These are the things that uplift me. These are the things that deplete my energy. And then the last step is, all right, so which of these things am I going to delete? Which of these things are essential but can be automated? Which of these things are essential and can't be automated, so they should be delegated? And then lastly, what are the few things that I will choose to do? Okay. So that's it. All right. So, first is to list everything out, do a brain dump. Second, do an audit of the energy. And then third is to take your meds, right? Delete, automate, delegate, or do. And once you've done this, it really, for me, brought a lot of clarity. And it's like, all right, back to the basics. Let's get really clear about what we need to do with this. How do we create this shift of energy? And how do I actually implement what I have thought about in this session? So that's pretty much it. And I hope that's useful. I hope that's valuable. I recently posted on my Facebook about this, and a lot of people were interested or it seems like a lot of people also struggle with overwhelm. And this was specifically in regards to prioritization, which is somewhat related, but this is just another kind of framework, a separate framework that, if you want, I can share it with you. Um, and this also helps reduce overwhelm because it helps you basically identify what are the actual few things that are worth prioritizing, right? And so I have this Google Doc here. If you want a copy, just let me know, drop a comment, and I'll share it over. But yeah, I hope this was useful. I hope that if any of you guys happen to struggle with overwhelm like me, that you can, next time take a few minutes, take a little break, and implement this super simple process and technique to kind of shift your focus and overcome that overwhelm. All right. So that's all I got for you. If you found this useful, jump into my Facebook group. I share a lot more stuff around this as well as entrepreneurship as well. So I hope this was useful. Have a great rest of your Thursday. Peace and love.